At the beginning of the film, Sister Junia arrives at a house in a dire situation. There, a boy named Hee-jun is possessed. The demon has taken control of him. Here, a priest had come to break his possession, but he lost to the demon's power because as he came, Sister Junia sees the father, who had a sword stabbed in his shoulder, but he was still standing. His assistant was also very scared. In this situation, Sister Junia decides to do exorcism to handle the situation. Although she knew that it was illegal for Catholic nuns to do this, there was also a pig in which the demon could be imprisoned and killed by killing this pig. Anyway, first Sister Junia pours a lot of holy water on Hee-jun and then she asks her father's assistant to ring the church bell. After that, she started holding Hee-jun's head and saying some prayers. Due to Sister Junia's prayers, the demon inside Hee-jun was suffering a lot. That's why blood started flowing from Hee-jun's ears. But the possession was not coming down. Sister Junia also does not stop her prayers and asks the demon for the name of the demon, but instead of telling the name of the demon, he started threatening Sister Junia. He tells her that you will not see the spring this year. I will give you such death that will be the most terrible in humans. Priests and fathers like you imprisoned all demons like us in hell, but now it will not happen. Sister Junia was reading her prayers while listening to him do, to which Hee-jun became unconscious, but she knew that Hee-jun has only come into control. His possession has not ended. That's why Hee-jun is admitted to the church hospital. Hee-jun's mother tells the doctor that Hee-jun has possession, but here, the father does not believe Dr. Paulo because he did not believe in possession and exorcism. He did not believe that any devil, entity, or any other power could take over a person's body. This is what Hee-jun's mother tries to explain, that your son does not have any kind of possession. This is a case of multiple personality disorder, which your son is experiencing, and he is currently in a state of aggression, but Hee-jun's mother told Father Paulo that he is in possession. His exorcism was also done many times, even 2 fathers failed to exorcise him. But that day, Sister Junia came and handled everything. Hearing this, Dr. Paulo, who was a priest, was quite surprised, because Catholic nuns could not do exorcism. This work was illegal for them, and that's why we see that Sister Junia is also called by the church management in the meeting. Here, giving her clarification, Sister Junia tells that at that time the situation was very bad. There was no other option other than exorcism. I did exorcism to control the situation, and still that child needs exorcism. She tells the management that, if possible, we should call Father Kim and Father Joy, who were experts, so that they can do the exorcism of the child, because there are many demons in that child at one time. One of the demons is the most powerful, which does not even tell its name. Here no one takes Sister Junia's words seriously. It is shown that Junia was with the same father who failed in the exorcism of that child. The father explained the whole case of Hee-jun to Junia. He also gave her the haunted drawings made by him, and later he gave the responsibility to end this possession to Sister Junia. When Sister Junia goes from there, we see the father in a strange condition, and it turns out that evil things have taken over the father as well, as it is believed in Christianity that if any father fails to do the exorcism, then evil things take over him, and the same thing has happened with this priest as well. After this, Sister Junia goes to Dr. Paulo. She was trying to get Hee-jun's permission for exorcism, but Dr. Paulo did not believe in these things at all. He does not give permission to discharge him from the hospital. Sister Junia tells him a lot of things to change his mind. She also tells him a lot of Bible verses in which exorcism was told, but Dr. Paulo still does not listen to her and says, as long as Hee-jun is my patient, I will not give him permission for exorcism. Then Sister Junia also goes and tells him that I will save Hee-jun at any cost, and I will also do his exorcism. Here we are shown Hee-jun's mother, to whom the people who took money were calling and troubling her. A man even tells her that your husband is dead, and in the same way, your crazy son will also die. After hearing this, she breaks down badly. She sees Hee-jun for the last time, and then she jumps out of the window and ends herself. As she fell, everyone gathered around her. Dr. Paulo and his assistant, Dr. Michaela. Sister Junia had also come here. She was hearing strange voices of demons near Hee-jun's mother's dead body. Here she was feeling negative energies. It was her superpower that she could feel negative energies. She reads something and tries to get rid of these negative energies, and Dr. Michaela notices this. Now at night, Sister Junia comes alone to meet Dr. Michaela because she was also a sister. She tells Sister Michaela that I have a superpower. I can feel evil energies, and I know that June has demons inside her. We have to do his exorcism. Will you help me in this? I know that you, like me, are also a demon spawn, which means you must have a superpower too. Demon spawn are children born to mothers who were possessed by demons, either during pregnancy or before. In this way, some of the demon energies go inside these children become special. They also have some superpowers. Such children can become good shamans. They can keep others away from demons and their possessions. But Dr. Michaela didn't do that. She didn't become a shaman, in fact. She became a sister, and after that, she became a doctor and gives her services in the church hospital. Dr. Michaela hid this from everyone here, but Sister Junia knew all this because she was like her. That's why when Dr. Michaela was about to leave in anger, Sister Junia put June's history in front of her and requested her to look at it and tell her how to treat it. After Dr. Junia's departure, Michaela comes to her house with all those things and comes home and takes out her tarot cards, which tells us that she had the ability to see the future. At this time, she got a strange vision. She saw a lot of dead goats in her vision. She picks 2 cards from her tarot cards, one of which is a demon and the other is a high priestess. As she sees this, she gets a flashback of her life. Actually, she used to read this card with her sister first. Both of the sisters were demon spawns. I have already told you about demon spawns. Michaela's mother's demon was in Michaela's sister. She was treated a lot, but she died, and after her death, her soul keeps scaring Michaela keeps getting her unnecessary visions, which scares her a lot. Her fear was also treated, but Michaela ran away. Even now, when Michaela was getting these scary visions, she woke up out of fear. She saw that her phone was ringing. It was Sister Junia's call. She picked it up, and Sister Junia told her that I know about your nightmares because I can sense evil things. The next day, Sister Junia convinces Dr. Michaela that she will take June for exorcism to a shaman. Shaman was Sister Junia's acquaintance. She was a sister along with Sister Junia in the church, but because she was also a demon spawn, that's why she became a shaman. June's ritual starts. It was a water ritual. She had to go inside the water. A lot of animals were fed in this ritual, because all the demons inside June had to be trapped in these animals and kill them. But those demons were much more powerful than they thought. They turned this exorcism. Because of this, all the animals were killed here, and Hyvan was very upset. After failing, they had to go home. When they were going back, Hyvan sensed that Sister Junia was sick. Actually, she had cancer, and Hyvan also sensed that she would die soon. That's why she tells Sister Junia to take care of herself. They come back to their church where Dr. Paulo scolds Dr. Mikhail because these two took June for exorcism without his permission. Dr. Paulo says, I don't know about Sister Junia, but have you gone mad? Do you also think it's an exorcism case? It's just a mental disorder, Michaela, remember. You also had it 17 years ago. When you came here, you were treated, and now you are fine. Now you don't remember those scary visions. After hearing this, Michaela said, I'm sorry, Dr. Paulo, but those visions still haunt me. They scare me even today. As she left Dr. Paulo's office, she met a lady. She tells her that she is happily going to her son. As she says this, her whole body turns black and she disappears suddenly. When Dr. Michaela goes to her room, she finds out that the woman had just died, and the one she talked to was the soul of this woman. Anyway, when she came home, she was worried about a lot of things. Her visions were haunting her, and she knew that it was because she was not helping June. That's why she calls Sister Junia and tells her that she is ready to help June in his exorcism. They now take June to the church with Dr. Paulo, and his exorcism is started there. First of all, Sister Junia puts holy water on him, which makes him furious, so much so that he first strangled Sister Junia and then Dr. Paulo's. To control this demon, Michaela did not understand anything, and she picked up a chair and hit June, due to which the demons inside him relaxed for a while. June came to his senses. As he came to his senses, he started crying. He pleaded with Junia that please save me, these demons will kill me and I don't want to die. Today's exorcism had failed and June was back in the hospital. Now Dr. Michaela and Sister Junia were sitting together. Sister Junia tells Mikalawe have to know the name of the demon who has captured June to do exorcism. We will not be able to do his exorcism without knowing the name. This time, Dr. Michaela does card reading in front of Sister Junia and tells her that to know the name of that demon and to perform his exorcism, a third person will also be needed. Now, Michaela and Sister Junia want to call their two expert fathers, but they were very busy. They had some religious rallies which they had to host, but they give the responsibility to Sister Junia that she should perform He-Jun's exorcism well. If a sister has been given permission to perform exorcism, but they still needed a third person, and they did not even know what the name of that demon was, the father gives them a hint that the name of that demon will be in the name of an animal. Now, according to Michaela, to perform He-Jun's exorcism, they would also need the key of heaven, but they could not take the key of heaven. It is very important for Christians. Along with this, Sister Junia also goes to meet Hyvan and asks for the help, but Hyvan refused to help them because they can't do this. Along with this, she also said that the lunar month is coming, and in this month, they become very powerful. After this, when they return to the church management calls them. Sister Junia is told that she has been given permission to perform an official exorcism, but according to the authorities, she will have to keep Dr. Paulo with her in her exorcism. Then Sister Junia said, "How can we keep Dr. Paulo with us, Father? He does not believe in exorcism." Then Father said, "I don't know, but this is the rule that in exorcism, me and Dr. Paulo will be with you." Now here, Sister Junia also asks for the key of heaven from him. On it, he says they cannot get the key of heaven, and if they try to take it unofficially, then all their authority will be ended. Fortunately, the next day, the management also gives them the key of heaven, but on this condition that after one exorcism, he will have to take this demon to hell, whether He-Jun survives or not. Exorcism is started. Dr. Paulo, who was a father, also gives blessings to these three, and Sister Junia starts reading her prayers. This time her prayers were not very effective because the demons had become powerful, but she continued her efforts, and then the demons started getting angry. The demons abused her, made fun of her, and told her that when she was born, he was in her mother. Sister Junia already knew that she was a demon spawn, but she did not know that the demon of He-Jun was in her mother. She asks him his name, but the demon was not ready to tell his name. Junia tells him that you are weak, you are alone. But the demon told him that I am not alone, and our power is much more than you think. He tells that he waited for 233 years to come into the world, and after that, he kept coming into this world every year. Every year he kept killing someone by making his prey. He does not like children at all, and he wants to kill the children of the world. He tells that he has killed 292 children so far. The purpose of telling these things was not that the demon was scaring Junia, he was just distracting Junia. When Junia was listening to him, he made a noise in the room and a cupboard falls on Junia. Michaela panics and asks Junia, "What will you do now?" She asks her to give her the key of heaven and then starts reading her prayers again. But this time too, it did not get much effect on him. In a while, Havon's assistant also came out to help them. A shaman ritual was also started outside to drive the demon away. Junia told Michaela to open the door from where the outside voices can come inside. After hearing the voices of the shaman ritual, the demon also started suffering. Due to the suffering of the demon, He-Jun's body was completely black, but the demon did not give up and also started throwing things on the assistant of Hyvan, who was doing the shaman ritual outside and started distracting him. Hyvan's assistant did not get scared and continued his work. He did not break the ritual, due to which the demon was now a little weak. When there was a commotion everywhere, Junia told the demon, "You just tell me your name. I promise that I will take you in my body." The demon listens to Junia and tells Junia his name. Finally, now Junia had got the name. Then he told the demon, "You leave He-Jun's body and come inside my body." As the demon leaves He-Jun's body, Junia sees a vision in which she and He-Jun were in the spiritual world, and there, He-Jun was thanking her. In the meantime, there is a lot of commotion. Everything starts breaking and there is a fire because the demon was leaving He-Jun's body and coming into Junia's body. Junia was weak. She told Michaela to take He-Jun to the church and ring the church bell 3 times, so loud that I can hear it too. Michaela asks, "Why are you not going with me?" Junia keeps her hand on her body and tells her that she took the demon inside her. Knowing this, she broke down. They quickly left with their cars, but before going to the church, many demonic rats blocked their way. Not only them, but the rats jammed All the traffic here. They had to ring the church bell as soon as possible. Michaela and Hyvan's assistant quickly took Hee-jun came out and ran to the church. Hee-jun was not able to walk, so Hyvan's assistant tells Michaela to go alone. Michaela goes and finally rings the church bell 3 times. Before ringing the bell, we saw that Hee-jun's body started to turn black because of the demonic powers, but after ringing the bell, his body got better again, which means that the demons inside him left him. Michaela left Hee-jun in the church and went to help Junia. Here, we are shown that Junia kept the key of heaven on her body and sealed the demon inside her. After sealing the demon in her body, she went into the fire. She killed herself, sacrificed herself, and the demon also died with her. She knew that she will die earlier because of cancer, so she decided to put her life in danger instead of Hee-jun and didn't tell this to Michaela before. After the end of the demon, we are shown that Father Paolo also believed in exorcism and possession. He gives the key of heaven to his management, which he found from the burnt building. At the end of the story, Michaela and Hee-jun set out on a long journey, determined to find the remaining 12 demons, destroy them, and banish them to hell. The movie concludes with a glimpse of their journey ahead.